What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wizard's Chest. I am Kyle. Today it's time for the toy haul. I know it's late, but better late than never. Last week I went to the Alamo City Comic-Con in San Antonio, Texas, and it was a really good time. Went with my dad. I hope you all checked out the toy hunt / walk around video. Saw some cool celebrities. Saw Sean Gunn and Michael Rooker from Guardians of the Galaxy. And Michael Rooker had like super curly hair, and he had like this old-timey straw hat on, and he was wearing like pink sunglasses, and he was dueling around a lightsaber. I had a little bitty clip in it, but if you heard the people, they were saying, "Hey, Gandalf, Gandalf, turn off your camera. No pictures, no pictures." And I just kept on holding it. They were like, "Gandalf," and I was like, "It's video." And everybody just had a good laugh. I saw Luke Cage. I saw practically everybody from The Sandlot. That was really cool because that was definitely one of my favorite movies growing up. I watched that over and over and over again. For some reason, the guy who played Benny, the Jet Rodriguez, he never showed up, or I don't know if he ever shows up to these kind of things, but it was good to see, like, you know, Ham and Squints and Yeah. I wanted to ask Yeah, there's one moment in the movie where they're lifting him up on the gurney and he's kind of laying on his stomach, but the Beast grabs the ball from him and he's like, blah, blah, blah. I always wanted to ask him if he was told to do this because it's just so out of the ordinary, or if he just did it by himself. But they had a pretty good line there, and it was like, I think it was $30 per autograph, and there was 8 of them there, so it was going to get pretty expensive quite quick. So I didn't get their autographs. I also saw the kid that plays what's his name, the Stark kid on Game of Thrones, who's crippled, Bran Stark. I can't remember his actual name. I apologize, but pretty nice guy. He was just standing there, and I mean, he bumped shoulders with me, and I was like, I turned around, and you know, it was crowded. It's Comic-Con, and I was like, holy shit, I actually recognized that guy without seeing the picture behind him saying where he's from. But he was talking to a girl, and I kind of snuck up and gave him a fist bump and said I appreciate, or I enjoy the show a lot. And he said, "Thanks, cheers, mate," and really nice guy. So that was pretty cool to meet him. I'm rewatching Game of Thrones now. He kind of inspired me. Plus, I want to get ready for 2019 when the last season comes out. Whoo, it's going to be good. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Game of Thrones, but if you haven't, you definitely should. It is worth it, and you got to pay attention. It's one of those that if you miss one episode, you're kind of lost. But anywho, what else have I been getting into? I've also been making more dioramas. I was actually going to sell them at the Lost Toys Toy Swap, and I missed it because it was on the same weekend as the Comic-Con, so I'm going to have to wait another month for that. But I think I have like 17 now. I've been busting them out. So here is one that I just finished yesterday. Pretty cool. All super glued, or not super glued, hot glued down. But yeah, I think they're just cool backdrops for, you know, whatever figure you want to display. Adds to it. I know they're a little bit bulky, but I tried to make some of them pretty small so you can get them into some tight spaces. But I also made this one, and I'm going to add some of that grass effect that I'm going to show you here in a minute. Right now, actually. This one, you get bored making the same thing over and over again, so I just did something kind of different. But I think it turned out pretty good. I like it. Pretty cool. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into all the little goodies that I got. First, I stopped off on Friday at Dallas Vintage Toys. Didn't spend too much because I wanted to save for the trip. Ended up spending more on food and hotel and gas and all that stuff as opposed to just strictly going out and getting some toys. But I did get some good stuff, so let's take a look. At first, I went to Target and I found these for like $3 on sale clearance. It's one of those little gadget fidget cubes. So you can spin it, click it, rotate it. There's a little ball in there. I've never had one of these, never played with one of them, but it's the Hulk. It looks cool. And I constantly, let's see, like I have these. So whenever I'm watching a show, like that's why I make the dioramas and stuff like that. It's because I just sit here and put these Legos back and forth. Like I'm constantly fidgeting with this. So I don't know. This is going to have to be pretty special to top the Lego stack there. But anyways, enough of my little idiosyncrasies. More toys. So for a while, obviously, I've been seeing these at Walmart for a long time. Never had any interest, but the more that I got these Mega Construx figures with the super articulation for such a small 2-inch toy, and I have Halo. I have the Master Chief Collection. It's fun. I play it every now and then, but I like the translucent green on this, and it's got the Overshield Power Pack is what it's called. But it's pretty cool. So I got that. And this little mystery egg. I saw Pixel Dan do a review on this and it looked pretty cool. And then I found out it's got dragons in it. So of course I had to get one. These things look pretty cool. Plus it's got like some slime stuff in there. So that should be pretty fun. Let's see. Dallas Vintage Toys, I also picked up the Gladiator laser from American Gladiators. This was a show that was on in the 90s. I used to watch this with my dad all the time. This particular figure was made in 1991, and the card is near mint. I mean, there is hardly anything wrong with it. It is beautiful, and it was only like $10, so of course I had to get it. Laser. Now I'm going to listen to these names. There's some other cool names. Gladiator Gemini, Turbo, Nitro, Laser, Red Challenger, Blue Challenger. You got the Gladiator Joust, the Atmosphere, the Assault, the Gladiator Wall, and the Gladiator Eliminator. So there's some play sets that go along with these two. I'm actually really interested in these, so I'm going to have to look for the others too, especially seeing how there's such a good deal on them. Because if that one's near mint and I'm getting it for like $10, then hey, what are you gonna do? What are you doing? Oh, that dog of mine. Alright, what else did I get? Let us see. At Walmart, I thought this was really cool. I had no idea that they did a Wreck-It Ralph actual game. So they have like Q*bert, Pac-Man, Dig Dug, and all those other classic games. But to have a Fix-It Felix Jr. from one of my favorite Disney movies, hell yeah. This is really cool, so I'm going to have to take this actually out and play me some Fix-It Felix Jr. I'll show you guys this here in a minute. That was awesome. That just blew my fucking mind. La 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 la. Also at Target, I found a new Pokemon Mega Construct set. We got Totodile and Snubble. So it looks pretty cool. I like the guy that's in pink that should be pretty happy, but he's got a pretty angry face. And then you got the little dragon guy that should be angry, but he's got a pretty happy face. So that's pretty cool. Cool. Then I got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadow. And there's something that has a little LED light on there. Oh, cool, it's for his bike. A little flaming skull that lights up. And then I, of course, needed the Casey Jones and Bebop. So I got both of them. And a cool little bike to go along with them. So that's Awesome Blossom Extra Awesome. Oh, also, speaking of Awesome Blossom Extra Awesome, which I quoted from The Office, there was Creed Bratton, Oscar Nunez, and Meredith, I can't remember her last name, but the redhead from The Office, the accountant, the Mexican accountant, and Creed was the older guy who was always doing weird stuff. Sometimes you just gotta ride the bull, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I also got another Mega Constructs, and this one actually comes with 3 figures. So you got a Foot Clan member, you got Leo, and you got Baxter there. And Baxter actually has his human form and when he transforms into that crazy looking fly. And then you got a big vat of ooze for them to dunk Leonardo in. So this one's pretty cool. There's so many Mega Constructs out there that I didn't even know of. Every time I see the back of one of these, I'm like, ooh, I don't have that one. So the hunt continues for more turtles. But let's go ahead and switch it up. So the rest of the stuff, yes, the rest of the stuff is what I found at the Comic-Con. Like I said, I was with my dad. If you're watching this, hey, Paul. But there was a few good items. There was some stuff that was way overpriced. They had like a leech from Masters of the Universe and, you know, packaged up, that usually you would find for like $35, maybe $40. They had $95 on this thing. It was just crazy. Like, if anybody has any sense at all, you can get online and see how much these are gonna go for. So don't be a fool. Check online first. I know it's exciting to have it right there in your hands, but do yourself a favor and make sure you're getting a deal. Or at least it's comparable to what it was when it came out, and, you know, rare ability, stuff like that. Be smart, people. If not, hit me up on Facebook. I will gladly answer your questions. So I got this Green Lanterns build Parallax. I got Krona here. He is one of the Guardians, one of the ancient beings. I have a couple of these, but I never had this particular one, especially where they're like floating. Ooh, excuse me now. So yeah, I really like this, and now I kind of want to build that Parallax figure. It's a Build-A-Figure, but yeah, very cool indeed. I will be sure to do close-ups of everything that I'm showing you here at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around if you want a closer look. Also picked up some pretty cool pictures. I don't know how these were made, raised. They have metallic paint on them. I mean, they're factory made, but they're old school. Looks like they're from the 90s or late 80s or early 80s. But it's a couple of wizards doing wizard stuff. Oh, this one's upside down. Sorry. There we go. And of course, I'll try to get a better shot at the end of the bid. Bid-E-O. Bid-E-O. Then I saw this badass Wolverine, Stealth Wolverine. There also is Gambit, Archangel, Storm, Beast, Cyclops, and Magneto in this line. I did not see them there. The detail on this looks really cool. I like the paint application, the suit that they gave him. There's some washes in there. He's got hair on his arms. Looks like really nice art. Actually, yeah, 35 points of articulation. I like his kind of smirk that he has. He's not just that plain Jane, just kind of Marvel Legends. But actually, you know what? As opposed to all the Marvel Legends that come out that have plain faces, Wolverine's usually the one that they give. You know, he's growling or something. And I also thought it was funny that they gave him a gun. What does Wolverine need with a gun? Rhetorical question. And then I picked up a magic wand. Every wizard needs a good wand. And I collect the Harry Potter wands, so hopefully one day I will have them all. I got this one for $20, and this is George Weasley's wand. Looks pretty cool. It's one of the most distinctive designs that I've seen out there. Still need Voldemort's wand. That's a pretty cool one too. I have all the main characters. But yeah, I put them in shadow boxes, and then I take this paper that I soak in coffee, let that dry out, and then it gives it like that old map type feel to it. And then I actually have a old school quill and ink, and then I write out their name in cursive, put that underneath it in a shadow box. Looks so good. It's so good. The big boy that I got this week for only, how much did I pay for this? $40, so a lot cheaper than what they've been going for at Target. Finally got the Dewback and the Sand Trooper. It was between this and something else Star Wars. I can't remember. Yeah, can't remember. Sorry. but I got this. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to have to make some more space for my Star Wars shit because it's getting out of hand again. And last but not least, I got some really nice artwork. Some of those guys, they charge pretty good money for their artwork, which, understandably, I got an art degree from UNT. I know the game, but this guy had his prints buy 2 for $20, $10 each, and get the third one free. So I jumped all over that deal because I think these are pretty awesome. As you know, or hopefully you know, I am a big fan of Legos as well. I have the minifigure collection. One day I'll show you guys all those. But I got this, the Shrinking Ant-Man Lego minifigure, which I think is super awesome. And I got all these signed. Then I got the Shaun from Shaun of the Dead, one of my favorite movies. And because it's Halloween, I felt that was definitely appropriate. I'm going to be watching that movie tonight, as well as Hocus Pocus. And then, of course, as soon as I saw this, I had to have it. Wolverine and X-23 fighting together, gritting their teeth, going at it as father and daughter. Very, very cool. One thing that is kind of sad, but I put these in a big portfolio binder that I have, and I look at them every now and then or when I show them off to some friends, but they stay locked up just because there's such a big space issue with them, as you know, but still cool to have. So the last thing that I picked up was a comic at Comic-Con. Believe it or not, I still get comics at a Comic-Con. Crazy, right? So this is the first appearance of Jubilee in the Uncanny X-Men number 244. I like first appearances. I love X-Men. So this made sense. Got it for $45. Pretty good deal. Very happy to have that. Other than that, I had a very good weekend. I hope you all enjoyed yours as well. If you went to Fan Days, let me know. Let me see what you got. If you've been on a toy hunt, let me see what you got. I'd like to open up a more communicative line with everybody out there. Let's see. Other than that, for this next coming week, one thing that I'm looking forward to is the Goro figure. Hopefully Dallas Vintage Toys will have one of those. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you do, hold it for me, guys. Coming up later this week, I will have a couple reviews for you guys, as well as a Loot Crate unboxing, which should be pretty cool. I know I've been skipping those just because I'm so excited when I get them. But the last one was Aliens themed, and I'm not sure what the theme is on this one. I try not to look online when they give me the tracking info, or they send me, 40% off coupons, stuff like that. So I don't like to ruin the surprise, and for some reason they post the stuff that's going to be sent to you. So that's part of the mystery box, guys. You're not supposed to know. Oh, I would like to give a shout out to Dark Lycan. Appreciate you, buddy. Every time I make a video, he's always commenting on a good video, so I really appreciate that. Other than that, everybody, if you can, smash that like button with all of your tender hearts. I know you want to. It just takes a second, and it really helps me out. If you will, also please share this video with your friends if they might enjoy it, if they're toy hunters, if they just like funny, goofy, chubby guys that make YouTube videos. That might be up their alley too. Who knows? But yeah, I think that wraps it up. So I hope everybody has a good week, and be good to one another out there. Bye-bye! Oh, good one, Merlin. Oh, hello there. Thank you for watching. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe today. It's free.